let's get back to the Takeoff thing for a second. So when he got shot, that came out of nowhere because Takeoff was kind of the quiet one in the group.
Yeah.
He don't beef with nobody.
Yeah.
He had no drama that I've ever heard of. Offset, bunch of drama, whatever, arrests.
Put it like this.
Fights, back and forth with people.
The most colorful moment in his career was the back and forth with me, and I'm a fan.
Exactly.
You get what I mean? So there's no real static. Like no one,
right.
and even in that situation, which I've explained a million times, people are like, you should have understood him. But it's like,
is what it is.
It just shows how much people love the guy. Like,
no, right.
There's no one who is like, oh yeah, this guy's a shit starter. Oh yeah, he's trying to act tough. Never.
None of that. I mean, Quavo, he had his back and forth with Sweetie, and there's that drama there.
Yeah.
Takeoff, I can't think of nothing. And I've interviewed Takeoff. I remember I interviewed Quavo and Takeoff when Offset was back in jail afterwards, like years later. And they just cool dudes, man. Takeoff especially was not trying to bother nobody. He wasn't trying to beef with nobody. There wasn't no tough talk. And then that shit happened.
This is why everyone is affected by it so much, because I've never heard, especially rappers who know what they be rapping about, who know, like, most of these rappers who, like, do gangster rap, they know they be into some stuff.
Yeah.
Like, whether you know it or not. I've never heard everybody come out and be like, oh, this is the last guy that this should have happened to. This guy didn't deserve it. You don't hear that type of talk.
Well, right.
You get what I mean?
And even leading up to the shooting, like the video footage that started to surface, Takeoff wasn't the one arguing. Quavo was arguing with someone. Other dudes was getting into it. The
he wasn't arguing.
Dudes.
Put it like this. He's a cool dude. Got high. He's high, cooling with everybody. No ego. He's not like, oh, let me just be separate from y'all. He's watching them play dice. Of course, he cares about his, his guy, right? Quavo, but he's not really jumping in like, all right, since he's arguing, I'm going to escalate the situation or argue as well. He's still
none
chilling.
of that. So you went on, I think on YouTube?
Yeah.
Live?
Yeah, well, YouTube and Twitch, yeah, both of them.
Okay.
Just live stream, yeah.
Got it. So you started a live stream, and a lot of people felt, and I see this all in the comments. Now, I didn't watch the whole thing piece by piece. I did catch pieces of it. But people are kind of crediting you with sort of deciphering what happened. Now let's just say that the police has not announced anything yet. They didn't say who the shooter was. They didn't say the motive, whatever. I don't know if there's other footage, like, on the
Definitely
ceilings.
surveillance footage. Like, again, we're dealing with the grainiest of footage. Like, again,
some TMZ footage here, some people, with their phone. So based on what you did and what you went through, what do you think happened? This is not a fact, since, like I said, but what do you think happened based on what you went through? Because a lot of people gave you props for that.
Well, I mean, so it happens really quickly, but this is the fortunate thing. And, I've seen also people kind of try to look at it the other way. They're like, yo, well, why are you looking into this? Well, we all love this guy. And I always also tell people, like, when it comes to the rap community, y'all can't be both sides. Like, in the terms of, there's this phrase called keep it in the streets. For some things, y'all want it to be kept in the street. For some stuff, y'all want justice for. And really, we're all hypocritical, because if it's a guy we all love, we want real justice. Nobody would be cool if Takeoff's murder don't get solved. Let's keep it on it, right?
Right.
So, also, and this is the second part of it, for people who are doing these brazen acts with mad cameras around, you should know, if someone on a live stream could quickly, in the span of 2 hours, figure out everybody's at name, what everybody was doing from a sequence of 4 to 5 hours, cataloging where you're at. Imagine the police now with subpoena power, who's going to get all type of actual surveillance footage, who's going to get all phone records, get all y'all phones, and drag you in for interrogation. You think they're not about to solve this stuff?